people of the internet. It has been quite some time since we did a Q&A, but we are about to do a baby Q&A.
We're gonna answer all your questions regarding our little one in my stomach that is due on November 20th. So that gets one of those questions.
Stomach?
Well,
Baby's in your stomach?
In my uterus.
Okay,
that
makes sense.
When this baby's due November 20th, that was one of the questions. Let's just get right into it because we got like over 50 comments. Thankfully, a lot of them are repeats, but we'll hop right into it. First question is, what is the age differences between each child, or what will be the age differences? Revlon will be 3 years, 10 months older, and Ari will be 2 years, 7 months older. 4 years and about 2.5 years difference. That's crazy though, that Rev's gonna be 4 years older than this, like 4 years older. That's nuts. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's like me and Mitch.
That is weird.
Yeah,
to think about it that way.
That's really weird.
Okay, so next question. When do we find out the gender?
Oh, in less than a month.
Yeah.
Or, less than a month.
Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks from this past
Well,
Monday.
that's when we find out,
Yes.
but that's not when they
They'll find out a couple days after, probably. So going along with that, do we have like an inkling of gender? And would we prefer like a boy or girl or whatnot?
It's a boy.
That's what he said for all 3 pregnancies, just so you guys know that it's a boy. I feel like for every pregnancy, I have not had an inkling, and I don't with this one either. I'm just like, I don't know. And as for like, would we rather have a boy or a girl? Obviously, we already have 2 girls, so it kind of goes without saying that we'd like to experience having a boy. But honestly, I'm like totally cool either way. I know the girls, I know how to handle the girls, so like, I'm prepared.
Yeah.
There's things about boys that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I never had brothers.
It's unknown territory.
Yeah. I mean, he has a brother, but he has an older brother. Yeah. And I don't have any brothers, so it's just very new. If there's one that we're like
leaning more towards, it would be a boy.
Yeah. Okay, next most asked question. Do we have names picked out?
Boy, yes. Girl,
yes.
No.
Yeah, I have 3 names in my top choices for a girl.
Oh, really? What are they?
You always say them on camera.
Yeah.
So obviously we have that was the one we already discussed. And then we have and Rev loves the most.
I like that one. The second one, what was it?
Okay, then that one's not in. So then we're between and okay, so we have 2 choices for girls. I hadn't discussed the 2 other ones with Ryan yet.
And I just nixed one right off the bat.
That's fine. It wasn't in my top. Those other 2 were my first 2 picks anyways. But our boy name we have had since we were pregnant with Rev.
Yes.
And then another question we got was in regards to, is it going to be another A or R? Yes, we name all of our kids A or R names. And you guys know we tend to make up names. Okay, next question is, do we plan to do EC or elimination communication with this next baby, especially like having to do with how things went with Ari?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, this one we plan to like stick to it and not get lazy with it.
Right.
I'm hoping that'll be easier because we'll have 2 potty trained kids that are much more independent.
Yeah.
Where obviously like when we had Ari, Rev was still little. She wasn't even potty, like fully graduated from AC yet. So I think it'll be very different. Next question. What part of the newborn stage are you looking forward to the most and least?
You know, for me, the newborn stage with the first child, with Rev, was like, this is our baby.
Yeah.
It's our baby. But like now that Rev and Ari are running around, I could do without newborn stage. You know,
I
the
feel like
crying,
a lot of men
the
are
whining.
like that.
And I just prefer to be more active with the kids, not.
He had a hard time bonding with Ari in the beginning because like she didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They're definitely cute when they're little.
Yeah.
There's just not a whole lot you can do with them.
No. For me, I prefer the like 6 to 12 month range. That's my favorite, I think. Because that's when you start to really see their personality and they start to discover things more and they start moving. I love newborn cuddles, but I agree that they don't do a lot. No. Least favorite is being up every 2 hours. I could do without that. It sounds like we hate newborns.
No.
We don't. I absolutely love the newborn stage, and like whenever I see little newborn babies, I'm like, I'm so excited to have a little baby again. But I'll be honest that it's definitely not my favorite stage. The 2-year-old stage is probably one of my least favorites too. You know, you have, as a parent, you have your favorite ages and your not so favorite ages. We got a lot of questions regarding like, are we still planning to adopt? Do we still plan to adopt 2 kids, or what's going on with that since we're having 3? Because if you haven't been here since the beginning, we were originally gonna have 2 and adopt 2.
We do still plan to adopt down the road. We're thinking probably when this little one is maybe 4 or 5,
Yeah.
is when we'll,
I mean, it could
we
totally
may start
change
that
things.
process a little sooner just
Yeah.
because it may take
Yeah,
longer,
it can
but
take up to a year, you never know.
yeah, we'll see.
We're
But
kind
we-
of just up in the air. Like, we 100%
Yeah.
are going to
Oh,
adopt.
yeah, definitely.
And like, I think for me at least, I don't know about him, I feel like 4 is like a complete number for our family, but I'm not ever gonna be like, no, I would never adopt another kid, because
Yeah.
you just never know. And we've also discussed before that once our kids are graduated and out of the house, we want to actually foster to adopt kids that are like 2 to 3 years from aging out, to give them a home, but we won't wait till our kids are much older to do that.
Right.
So we will have, by the end of our years, we'll have a lot of children probably.
Have a big old family.
Yeah. But as for like these, you know, shorter years right here, I think like 4, maybe 5 is probably.
Play by ear.
Yes. Next question we got a few of was, where's the baby sleeping? Are we gonna do like a nursery tour? What's happening with sleeping arrangements in our house? I know I've seen comments, not in this one, but in the past, like, are we gonna get rid of the homeschool room? No, we're not getting rid of the homeschool room.
No.
We're not doing anything though regarding room changes for a while. Not even for like 8+ months probably, because our kids sleep in our room the first 4 months.
Yeah.
And so we won't even start that process till after baby is here.
Yeah.
But what we planned was for the girls to share Rev and Ari,
Right.
to share Rev's room, and then this baby will have the nursery. I don't think it's
Which
fair
is
to,
Ari's room currently.
Yes, that's what I meant. This baby will have Ari's room. I would never expect one of them to sleep with an infant.
No.
It's not fair when they're learning to sleep and everything like that. Whereas they both sleep through the night, so having them sleep together is totally cool. So along with that, someone asked if I was getting a Tuba, which I assume they meant, am I getting my tubes tied? Like if we're done. Like we are done having biological kids after this kid. Like that is one thing I will say for sure. Not even just in terms of like how we may feel about it, but just because of like my EDS, my body, I cannot do another pregnancy.
Yeah.
So it's just not a good idea for me health-wise, even if we wanted another biological. The answer is I am not getting my tubes tied. This one over here is getting. And then I got a lot of questions about how this pregnancy's been versus the 2 girls. From your perspective, how's this one been compared to the other 2?
Worse. Significantly worse.
Yeah, it's been a lot harder. You guys don't see a lot of that. And just like on my body, pain-wise, constantly dislocating things, headaches have been really bad. Yeah, sickness. My nausea was so bad this pregnancy. Thankfully, it went away when I hit 2nd trimester, but
you know what this is a sign of? It being a boy.
Back when I was pregnant with Rev and Ari, and someone asked like compare like all 3, I thought Aries was a lot different than Rev's, but now like comparing all 3, Rev and Aries were like very similar.
Yeah.
And this one is just way different. But that does not mean it's gonna be a boy.
It means it's a boy.
No, because I know some of these wonderful people here have had totally different pregnancies and same genders.
We are having a boy.
Anyways, no, this one's been totally different and not in a good way, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, it's actually kind of scary that like I'm only 17 weeks in and it's already been this bad. And obviously, with my connective tissue disorder, the bigger baby gets, the more weight it's putting on my ligaments.
She's gonna be bedridden by the end of this.
Don't say that. I hope not.
I hope not. That'd be terrible.
I have been very good though. I have not gained any weight until this past, I think, week. I gained 2 pounds, which is like normal. What it said on my pregnancy app was that usually you gain between 5 and 10 pounds by now. So I've only gained 2 pounds. And technically I've gained none because I lost weight at the very beginning of my pregnancy when I didn't even know I was pregnant, because I was just eating like really healthy and working out. And I've already talked to my doctors. She's totally cool with it. We're good. Okay, so this will be the last like kind of rounded out question is how do we just feel in general about having 3 kids? Are we worried about juggling it all? About our parents not living here? How are we gonna handle that?
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be chaotic, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
I try to focus on the fact that like these chaotic years are not forever. And that helps. It's hard in the moment to think about that. But I do feel like it's really easy, even with 2 kids, to be like, this is forever. Like, is this ever gonna get better? And it's like, yes, it is. Like, this is not gonna be, you know, how it is for the rest of our lives, because kids grow up, they learn maturity and all of that.
And then they move out.
Yeah, and then it's just us. So yeah, we're not, I don't know, like I'm obviously nervous. I'm actually less nervous about the integration with the 2 girls, because I feel like I didn't know what to expect with Ari, because, you know, I only had 1 kid, and I was worried like, well, I love this kid as much, and worried about how Rev would react, and everything was fine. Like, your heart really just grows bigger. So I'm like, I'm not nervous about that at all. And I'm sure with Ari we might have like some issues. Maybe. Just because of her age, I could see, depending on her maturity. Like if a new baby came right now for Rev, she'd be great. Oh, yeah. I think she'd do really well. But Ari's got a very different personality, and so it will kind of depend on where she is at. Because she could totally be, you know, the same way and do great, or she could, you know, have a little harder time adjusting. I'm definitely not afraid with Rev. She is so excited to help out with the baby. And she wants to change diapers, putting to bed, feeding. She's really excited about that. But Ari does love playing with baby dolls, and she has, like Ryan was saying, like tonight, she has motherly instincts. Like just that is her. So
she was giving her fox a little like rub down bath.
She would take her water cup and put water, pretend on her hand, and then like rub his feet in his hands to wash him.
Keep him clean.
Callie, I'm sure she'll be just fine. She just gets over whatever happens. And Daisy will probably look like she wants to eat the baby for a little while, and then she'll be fine. And Grayson is probably just gonna want to sniff the baby and be done. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for this Q&A. We hope you guys got some good answers to your questions.
Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you were new.
And as always, we will see your wonderful faces on tomorrow's Thursday, right? Saturday. So we'll see you on Saturday. Bye.
Bye.